Hello, good evening, and welcome back to Andy's Cavern, boxing fans, and those who just like watching for whatever. Hope you're all well tonight. It's Boxing Day evening, isn't it? So I thought, being Boxing Day, it's only fair that I put out a wee video, isn't it? So some content, and hope you've all had a good Christmas. Hope Santa's been good to you all. Personally, I'm very happy with what I got. I've got a recovery tub. As many of you might know, I like cold water swimming, but I've not had much chance this past month to get at it. A recovery tub you fill up with cold water, put ice in it, and climb into it for a bit of cold water therapy. So I'll be trying that out in the next few days, all being well, when I get time. Got a few other interesting gifts, including this. If you know, I like old cars. Got this from my brother actually. Family cars from the 70s, so there's loads of interesting stuff in there. Cortinas and Escorts and Hillman Avengers, Granadas, Ford Granadas, Austin Princesses, Morris Marinas, more Cortinas. Some good and some not so good cars. Mark 1 Golfs, they're good cars. Vauxhall Chevettes, Fiestas, Mark 1 Fiestas, Austin Allegros, and the Minis, good old Mini Clubmans. Aye, all interesting reading for me anyway, and any other fellow petrol head of similar age to myself. Also got a nice book of Knock Hill, loads of nice pictures. 50th anniversary book of Knock Hill, that from my daughter, and loads of other nice stuff. Bottles of vodka, Japanese vodka, Big Andy, Absolute vodka and Brucey Boy, and many other things. Bottles and nice bottle of Prosecco there. Yeah, nice bottle of Bialy Bocin Polish vodka. Sure, that'll be nice too. In fact, maybe just have a wee vodka while we're at it. Since it's Boxing Day, I've not really had much in the way of alcohol, so can have a wee one tonight, Yeah, find something to put in it now. There we go. There's something somewhere. Maybe not. There we are. There we are. Drop a Coke in that. Yeah. So hopefully you're all enjoying the festivities and not eating and drinking too much. It's overindulging, that's the thing, innit? That's the devil, innit? When you overindulge, you end up just feeling bloated. Cheers and good health to you. So what's been going on in the world of boxing? Well, Simon Jordan's quite vocal, isn't he? It's like he's desperate for somebody to find somebody to beat Alexander Usyk. Oh, he's now talking up Dubois. He was talking up Fury, wasn't he? I can't remember way back, but I'm thinking he was probably talking up Anthony Joshua as well. He'd have been too big and too this and too that. No. Bearing in mind, it's only, what is it, just over a year? I can't remember the exact date, or 15 months that Daniel Dubois had a go at Usyk last time, wasn't it? And that didn't end too well for him, did it? And this shouting that he was being robbed, shouting at Usyk's face after the Fury rematch, what's he on about? That was deemed a low blow. Oh, I had a wee sip and I'm mispronouncing already. That was deemed a low blow. Initially I thought it was a good shot when it first landed, but on watching the replays it was a low blow. It's below the navel, wasn't it? So it looked to me like it punched him in the bladder, but it was also a punch coming up the way, wasn't it? So that's going to hurt. The ref told him to stay down. Otherwise, Usyk, I imagine Usyk would have got up and carried on. And wasn't Frank Warren making a big noise that night about Usyk's shorts being too high? And then you've probably seen my video already about Fury's greedy belly warmer shorts he had on at the weekend there. But that's alright according to Frank Warren. So it's always to suit Bricktop, isn't it? He is the #1 promoter in Britain, there's no doubt about that. But he starts getting on a tangent, and I don't know, he's got to defend Fury because he's his man, isn't he? But he must be pulling his hair out at times, doesn't he? Try to defend him for this or for that. And what's Fury going to do now? Has he retired? Is he going to say he's retired at the moment and then wait to see what money gets offered for a fight with Joshua? That's probably the only fight there at the moment for him, isn't it? Or how doesn't he go and fight the winner, Parker and Dubois? But then you shouldn't be getting a world title shot off the back of a loss, should you? So he'd be better going having a couple of other fights about some of the top contenders, which I've got my top 10, which I did in the last video, my Christmas one. As you can see, I've got my Christmas jumper on tonight. Should have had that on in the last one. So who have we got? Well, we've got Fabio Wardley, number 10, Filip Hrgovic, number 9, Joshua, number 8. This is just my opinion. Ajit Kabayel, Martin Bakole, Zhili Zhang. Then I've got Fury at 4, Parker at 3, Dubois at 2, and Usyk at 1. So who do you think he should fight next? Fury, if he's going to carry on. But I'm sure he will. He's retired before, isn't he? Come back. If there's money on the table, he'll be back, I would imagine. Maybe not, but I believe he'll be back. Perhaps put him in with Zhang. That might be a good fight, wouldn't it? Clash of the Titans. But you can't write Zhang off. Zhang can bang, can't he? Big Bang Zhang. He'll be wanting to bang Fury, won't he? Or Kabayel. He's undefeated. If he beat Kabayel or Martin Bakole, he would put himself back in the mix, wouldn't he? None of these fights are easy fights, though, are they? Maybe Wardley would be the fight for him, who's the current British champion. How would that fight go? What do you think? Wardley's a live wire. He's not as skillful as Fury, but Fury's legs aren't what they were, are they? But he needs to come in lighter than that. That's just, I mean, I don't believe he was that 20 stone. I think he's probably 19 and a half. But the weight he was in the first Usyk fight was probably a better weight. 18.8 or whatever he weighed that time. I think it was about 18.8. But even just on 19 stone would probably be a good weight for him. But he just looked too heavy that last fight, didn't he? So who knows if he's going to carry on? Who's he going to fight? What next for Usyk? Is he going to fight Dubois? There's talk of him fighting the cruiserweight champion, or going back to cruiserweight, isn't he? Or there was talk of, he was talking about unifying the cruiserweight division again, wasn't he? Or there was also talk of Artur Beterbiev coming up from light heavy and meeting him at cruiserweight for a fight. I think they fought in the amateurs, didn't they? But the cruiserweight champion Jai Opataya, I think he said he wanted to come up to heavyweight to fight Usyk. So could that happen? I'm not sure exactly what belts Opataya holds. I think there's rules in the WBO. If it's the WBO, I think he does have the WBO belt. I think there's that one he took off the boy in his last fight. His name escapes me. English guy, Billum Smith. Chris Billum Smith. I think that's the belt he took off Billum Smith. So I think if you are a WBO champion, and you move up to heavyweight, I think you can get a straight title shot for the WBO title, which Usyk holds, isn't it? Because he's got the mullet except the IBF, which is held by Dubois. So could Opetaya come up and get a straight shot at Usyk? That would be a good fight, wouldn't it? I'd watch that fight. That would be a cracking fight. Who would I favour in that? Opetaya's got youth on his side, doesn't he? But you've got to go with Usyk as a favourite, don't you? Though I think Opetaya could probably give him a harder fight than Fury gave him. But we'll wait and see. We shall wait and see what the new year brings. You're probably not going to hear anything concrete for at least a month to 6 weeks about what the next manoeuvres are in the division. But we're looking forward to this big Riyadh card on the 22nd of February, aren't we? But there's Dubois again. Is he overlooking Parker when he's shouting at Usyk in the ring, or I don't know. It's all a bit clumsy for me, that what Dubois was doing, isn't it? Though he's come out shell, he's gone from being somebody that says nothing to somebody shooting his mouth off, isn't he? So that's probably a good thing for selling fights. But has that been prompted by old Bricktop? Possibly. Though I think he was happy enough what Dubois did, but maybe not about the way he went about it. So who knows? But anyway, we'll look forward to that card. Who's you guys got on Dubois and Parker? I'd probably favour Dubois at the moment, but Parker's seen it all. He's been about for a while, and he's pretty skillful, I would say. He's probably got more. I think he's tougher than Joshua, and he maybe doesn't hit as hard as Joshua, but he's tougher, and he's probably got, at this stage of the game, better footwork, isn't he? I think Joshua's pretty short, isn't he, really? His confidence has been dented by that Dubois defeat. So you can't write Parker off. That'll be an interesting fight. And I think an interesting fight would be Parker against Usyk. I think that would be a good clash of styles. So you never know, that might happen if Parker manages to beat Dubois. You might see him in with Usyk. So you never know what the new year might bring. You've also got the rematch of Beterbiev and Bivol, haven't you? So that is an absolute cracking fight. And we'll do predictions nearer the time, but I'm probably still leaning towards Beterbiev to do a job on that fight. I mean, that was a really technical fight, a brilliant fight, wasn't it? I've got a list here who else is on February 22nd. You also have Stevenson against Schofield, Shiraz against Adamic, or Adamko, or so. I can't read my own writing. It's for a world title middleweight anyway, isn't it? And we've also got Carlos Adamko, Virgil Ortiz Jr. against Madrimov, and Buatsi against Callum Smith, which will be decent. And you've got Zhili Zhang against Kabayel. Another interesting matchup, isn't it? I mean, Zhili Zhang's getting on a bit, isn't he? But he's still a dangerous puncher, and I think he's a danger man for at least 6 rounds, isn't he? Probably the first 6 rounds, and then he'll start to tire after that. Much like Fury was doing in the Usyk rematch, but I don't think he will tire as bad as Zhang. Zhang seems to slow down a bit more visibly, but then he's a big guy, isn't he? Unless he comes in a bit lighter, because he is huge, isn't he? Zhang's 20 odd stone, isn't he? And I think he's 6'6" southpaw, but he looks a bit, he can look, it's deceiving, he looks a wee bit ponderous, but he's got fast hands, especially that back hand. It's fast and it's accurate, and accuracy is key in many ways, isn't it? So that's about it for tonight, I think, and thanks to all you guys out there for liking and subscribing and leaving nice comments. We've had comments from people in America, people in Ireland. There's a fellow in Canada started up his own channel, Bob, on I think it's called Canadian Boxing Channel. So he's just started out, so give him a look. He seems like a good guy, I like his views. And also give a shout out to Lewis Henderson, who's been watching my channel. Unbeknown to him, I'm good pals with his dad. So good on you, Lewis. Thanks for watching. And I'll probably catch up with you at some point with your dad sometime soon. Good man. Spread the word. Like and subscribe and share with your pals that like boxing. And we'll keep trying to grow the channel. But the subscriptions have gone up a bit, so I'm quite happy with that. It's maybe because I'm putting more content out. My son tells me it's all to do with algorithms or something like that. Right over my head. These youngsters know more about the tech stuff, don't they? So, as we used to always say, listen to your elders, but listen to the youngsters as well when it comes to tech stuff, because listen to people who know. That's the key, isn't it? When I was young, I always got told, listen to your elders. I don't think I ever got told why though, but that was probably the reason to listen to them, is because they've been there, done it and made the mistakes, haven't they? So if you can learn from other people's mistakes, you'll get a smoother ride yourself. That's for the young folk out there. It's not people my age, because you're like me, have been there, done it, made the mistakes. But as long as you've not made too many, mistakes aren't bad if you learn from them, are they? So that's Aberdeen Andy's wisdom for the evening. Okay guys, till the next time, we'll see you in the coming days. We'll get more content out, all being well. Until then, take care and be happy and be healthy. Cheers. Good health.